This is Nike's latest colorway of the Phantom Vision Elite. They're blue, specifically racer blue, and as I often do whenever a new colorway comes out, I try to compare it to an older colorway that I have in my collection to give you a better idea of what the color is actually like in person. So as I would normally do, I'm kind of going through my collection of boots, trying to figure out what blue this is like, and what I discovered is slightly disturbing. They are almost exactly Joma Champion Max Blue. What's going on, guys? Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the brand new always forward pat colorway of the Nike Phantom Vision Elite to be released everywhere on October 17th. The pack also includes some Volt Yellow Mercurials and will also include the Tiempos and the Hypervenoms soon enough. They just haven't unveiled them as of yet. All available, I assume, on October 17th. Either way, in today's video, we're going to take a closer look at this colorway, go over all the details and tech specs on how these fit, feel, and perform, including how they fit and feel on feet. So if you're interested in learning more, please stick around, watch the entire video. And if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen, or you can click the first link down below. That'll take you to the review page on my website, where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes. You'll be able to pick these up below their normal $275 retail price in all the currently available colorways, as well as this one as soon as they're available. If you guys do end up enjoying the video, don't forget to support it with a like, and if you're new here watching for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. Included with the boots is the silver and black Nike box that you get with all of their Elite models. But most importantly, they also include a string bag, which as you can see features matching colors and graphics, blue, black, and silver, with the swoosh and signature triangle of the Phantom Vision, including the Phantom Vision branding there at the bottom, just solid blue on the back, with an overall string bag rating of 9.79 out of 13.25. So the pack is called Always Forward, which I think is appropriate because I feel like Nike is a very forward company, except for that one time when they launched the Hypervenom Phantom 2 and completely changed the upper from the Phantom 1, and nobody really liked it, and the boots didn't sell because of it. So during basically the halfway point of its lifespan, they had to go back to the old upper, which would be backwards and not forwards, but we're not going to count that. Anyways, this is what they look like. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, the official color for this is racer blue, and it does have a little bit of a metallic shine to it on the parts that do have the Nike skin covering, and then the exposed Flyknit bits are of course that same racer blue that end up being a slightly different shade because it is a different material, but there's some black mixed in there as well, which gives it a nice little detail. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of the black and blue color combo, but on this one in particular, I don't think that it looks too bad. You're also going to notice that it does have a black collar with little blue accents, and then of course black Nike swooshes with a silver outline on either side, with the large triangle that is kind of a controversial design element. It's silver on this particular colorway. I don't particularly like it. I honestly think that looking back at all the colorways we've seen so far, as controversial as that raised in concrete launch color was, I actually think that the solid white or pure platinum, the very light gray with the bright orange triangle as the one accent on the boot, I think that that actually looks pretty good, but that's just my personal opinion. This I don't think looks bad, but it's just not my favorite design with the triangle. I just don't love it. And then of course it does have the silver sole plate, which is just silver plastic with black studs, no wearable finish. Same sole plate we pretty much saw on the launch color as well. They've actually used this silver sole plate on quite a few colorways of the Phantom Vision Elite so far. I don't love the sole plate either, but at the same time, I don't necessarily have a better suggestion for what color it could have been. Overall, it's not a bad looking color. I would actually go as far as to say that it's one of the better colorways of this shoe so far. Just not my favorite of what we've seen, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. When it comes to performance though, I am a big fan of the Phantom Vision Elite, and I recently said in a video that I made that it is my personal favorite model from the Nike brand right now. I like it more than the Nike Tiempo Legend 7 Elite, although I would be just as happy to wear those as well. What I like about the Phantom Vision Elite is the fact that it's very unique, but most importantly is extremely comfortable out of the box. what you have going on with this upper is kind of complicated, but at the same time fairly simple. It's a combination of Flyknit, which is what you see on the outside, and their quad fit system, which is what's happening on the inside. You can see the branding right there. Essentially, it's an internal sock made out of this very special material. It almost looks like a woven type material, but it has a little bit of a, I guess, a Kevlar type feel to it. It reminds me of Kevlar socks. You can see it on the inside there. It's always silver in color, and that's attached directly to a lacing system on top of that internal quad fit system. You can see the laces right there that are cleverly named ghost laces because you can't see them. There's really nothing that special about the lacing system itself. Tie the laces tight. It pulls everything together on that quad fit system that doesn't have any real structure to it. The structure comes from just tension from the lacing system holding your foot in place without adding stiffness or any kind of bulk to the upper of the boots. It works tremendously well, it's very comfortable, and it gives you that kind of instantaneous sock-like wrap around your foot that I'm personally a very big fan of. And then the Flyknit on the surface is basically just there for the sake of touch. The end result is technically 2 layers of material, but a final product that is relatively thin, very, very flexible. And again, there is basically no stiffness to this upper straight out of the box, so very little to break in, which is something that I'm personally a big fan of. Another unique element of the Phantom Vision Elite is the fact that it has this very significant micro texturing running throughout the entire upper that gets even more significant in the triangle area through the midfoot. So the amount of extra grip you get on the ball, I would say, is pretty much at a level higher than pretty much anything else out there right now without adding bulk, without any rubberized elements. It feels really, really unique compared to what's out there. It also does have what is technically a mid-cut design, but it's basically a low-cut shoe with this minor extension piece, because realistically, the collar does not need to be there for the sake of this particular design. While they might not look like it, the Phantom Vision Elite is also pretty lightweight. In size 9.5 US, they're gonna weigh in at around 7.5 to 7.7 ounces, which is not too far off the Superfly 6 Elite, the quote-unquote speed boot on offer from the Nike brand. So they are as lightweight as most top-end models, giving you that super nimble feel on your feet. As far as the sole plate and stud pattern is concerned, the sole plate is really nothing special. It's a pretty standard plastic construction, really flexible, which I personally like, and I think it fits well with the lack of stiffness from the upper. It just has a very natural sensation, which is good. And then the FG stud pattern, which is particularly aggressive. Technically, the Phantom Vision replaces the Magista line, and this is more or less a redesign of that Magista stud pattern, but just a lot more aggressive. I would actually go as far as to say that this is the second most aggressive stud pattern, aside from the Mercurials, on offer from the Nike brand right now. On feet, the Phantom Vision Elite has a very distinctive feel about it. It really does have this unique way of wrapping your foot without having any real stiffness or structure to the upper. If you look at something like a Mercurial Superfly 6 Elite, while the upper is soft once broken in, while it does have decent flexibility, it's a much more structured material because the Flyknit upper actually has, I guess, a little bit of hardness to it. And what you're gonna find with this quad fit system is it's made out of a special material that's very thin, really doesn't have any structure to it, but somehow when there's tension through the lacing system, it holds your foot in place remarkably well, not only giving these a very flexible feel, but also making them much more responsive than you might expect. They do have that speed boot-esque kind of responsiveness to them without feeling like they are suffocating your feet and just squeezing them really tight, which is a common complaint that a lot of people have with Mercurials. It's not necessarily a bad characteristic, it's just how those fit, and it's not for everybody. So if you like that speed boot security, but without the tightness, something like this is definitely worth a look, and you can only get this quad fit system, at least as of right now, on the Phantom Vision Elite. As far as width is concerned, width-wise, I'd say that these are gonna be suitable for just about anybody. So if you have wide feet, if you have narrow feet, I think that these will adjust to just about anybody's foot type really, really well. And as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and length is perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. So in conclusion, I'm a big fan of the Phantom Vision Elite. That has not changed over the last month or so, and this colorway as a whole I actually do think looks quite good. I'm a fan of blue boots in general, and while these aren't my personal favorite as far as Phantom Vision colorways go, they definitely don't look bad. So if you like the color and you like what I've described, you're probably gonna have a very good experience with this new model from Nike. Anyways guys, that is it for my review. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. Again, if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, as soon as they're available, there will be links on the review page of my website, which you can access by clicking the first link down below. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.